Have you ever noticed something strange? One day someone respects you. They listen when you speak. They value your time. They care about your opinion. And then slowly something changes. They start interrupting you. They cancel plans without feeling guilty. They talk to you differently. They stop taking your words seriously. And the worst part? You can feel it happening, but you don't know exactly why. So you try harder, you become nicer, you explain yourself more, you send longer messages, you try to prove that you're a good person. But somehow, the more you chase their respect, the less they give you. This is one of the most painful truths about human behavior. People don't always lose respect for you because you did something terrible. Sometimes they lose respect because you repeatedly showed them that you don't respect yourself. And before you get angry, understand this. This is not about becoming arrogant. It's not about treating people badly. It's not about becoming cold. It's about understanding the difference between kindness and weakness, because the world will often treat you according to the standards you repeatedly allow. And today, we're going to talk about 7 brutal reasons why people stop respecting you. Some of them may make you uncomfortable, but if you truly want to become stronger, you must be willing to hear the truth. The first reason people stop respecting you is because they learn that your no doesn't really exist. Someone asks you for a favor. You don't want to do it. You're tired. You have your own responsibilities, but you say, sure. Someone disrespects you. You feel angry, but you say, it's okay. Someone repeatedly cancels on you. You still make yourself available. Someone only talks to you when they need something. You still answer immediately, and slowly people learn something about you. They learn that your boundaries are flexible. They learn that your time is always available. They learn that you will tolerate almost anything as long as they don't completely leave you. And once people realize that you are afraid to say no, your yes loses value. Think about it. If someone says yes to everything, does their yes feel special? No, because you know they'll say yes regardless. But when someone has the courage to say no, their yes suddenly means something. Your boundaries create the value of your agreement. The Stoics understood this. They knew that a person who cannot control their own decisions is not truly free. Marcus Aurelius was surrounded by people who wanted things from him, powerful people, politicians, friends, enemies, but he understood something most people forget. You can be kind without being available to everyone. You can care about people without allowing them to control your life. You can help someone without becoming their servant. And sometimes the most respectful thing you can say is no, not because you hate them, but because you finally respect yourself. The second reason people stop respecting you is because you constantly feel the need to explain yourself. You make a decision, someone questions it. Immediately, you start defending yourself. You explain your intentions. You explain your situation. You explain your past. You explain why you did what you did. You keep talking until you have turned a simple decision into a courtroom trial. Why? Because deep down, you are hoping they will approve of you. But here's the truth. People who respect your boundaries don't need a 10-minute explanation, and people who don't respect your boundaries will often use your explanation against you. You say, I can't come today because I'm tired, and I have a lot going on, and I haven't been sleeping well. And stop. I can't come today. That's enough. You don't need to submit evidence. You're not on trial. A powerful person doesn't constantly beg to be understood by everyone. They make their decisions. They accept that some people will misunderstand them, and they continue walking. Because here's the reality. You can explain yourself perfectly, and someone can still choose to misunderstand you. So why give them your entire peace? The ancient Stoics believed that your actions should speak louder than your arguments. You don't need need to convince everyone that you are disciplined. Your results will show it. You don't need to convince everyone that you are loyal. Your actions will show it. You don't need to convince everyone that you are a good person. Your character will eventually speak for you. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Silence is sometimes the strongest explanation. This is where many people make a serious mistake. They think being a good person means tolerating everything. Someone insults them, they forgive them. Someone lies to them, they give another chance. Someone repeatedly betrays them, they say, that's just how they are. Someone constantly takes advantage of them. They say, I don't want to be mean. But understand this, forgiveness without boundaries is not always kindness. Sometimes it's simply teaching someone that they can hurt you without consequences. And people learn from consequences. If someone treats you badly and nothing changes, why would they change? If someone repeatedly disrespects your time, and you continue giving them your time, you are teaching them that your time is not valuable. If someone insults you and you laugh it off every time, they may eventually believe that insulting you is acceptable. This doesn't mean you need to fight everyone. You don't need to scream. You don't need to threaten. You don't need revenge. Sometimes the strongest response is simply distance. No dramatic announcement, no angry speech, no long paragraph, just less access. Because access to you should be earned. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that you cannot control how others behave, but you can control who receives continued access to you. You cannot force someone to respect you, but you can refuse to remain where disrespect is normal. Remember this, a boundary without a consequence is only a suggestion. If someone crosses a boundary and you continue giving them the same access, that boundary was never real. The fourth reason people stop respecting you is because you try too hard to be liked. You agree with everyone. You laugh at jokes that aren't funny. You change your personality depending on who you're around. You hide your opinions. You constantly check whether people are happy with you. You fear disappointing people, and slowly you lose yourself. Here's the uncomfortable truth. People can feel desperation. They can feel when you are trying too hard. They can feel when your kindness is actually a negotiation. You are not simply being nice. You are secretly hoping, if I'm good enough, maybe they'll finally choose me. But respect cannot be purchased with constant approval. And the more desperate you become for someone's attention, the more power you give them over your emotions. They reply late, and your entire mood changes. They don't invite you, and you feel worthless. They disagree with you, and you immediately question yourself. This is not freedom. This is emotional dependence. The Stoics understood that needing everyone's approval is a form of slavery, because the moment your happiness depends on the opinions of others, they become your master. You don't need everyone to like you. You need to become someone you can respect, even when nobody is watching. And something strange happens when you stop trying to be liked by everyone. You become more confident, more authentic, more peaceful. And ironically, people often begin respecting you more because you are no longer begging to be accepted. You are simply being yourself. The fifth reason people stop respecting you is because you have no direction. You wake up, you scroll, you react to whatever happens, you follow whatever everyone else is doing, you change your goals every week, you talk about becoming successful, but your actions have no consistency, and people notice. Maybe they don't say it, but they notice. A person without direction is easily controlled. They are controlled by trends, by friends, by emotions, by distractions, by fear. And here's the problem. If you don't decide where your life is going, someone else will decide for you. Your friends will decide what you do. Your phone will decide what you think about. Your emotions will decide your actions. And society will decide what you should want. But respect begins with direction. You don't need to know exactly where you will be in 10 years. You don't need a perfect plan, but you need a direction. You need something worth suffering for. A goal, a mission, a reason to wake up, because a person with direction becomes difficult to manipulate. They can say, "No, I can't come. I have work to do. No, I'm not interested. I have a goal." And people may not always like your priorities, but they understand them. The world respects people who respect their own time. So ask yourself, what am I building? What am I becoming? What am I willing to sacrifice for? Because if your life has no direction, you will spend it moving in circles. The sixth reason people stop respecting you is because you talk constantly about what you are going to do. You say, "I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to start the business. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to become successful. I'm going to stop wasting time." But weeks pass, months pass, and nothing changes. Eventually, people stop listening, not because your dreams are impossible, but because your words have lost credibility. Every time you make a promise and break it, you damage your
relationship with yourself. You tell yourself, "I'll wake up early tomorrow." Then you don't. "I'll stop scrolling." Then you don't. "I'll start working." Then you don't. Eventually, your own brain stops believing you. And if you don't trust yourself, how can you expect others to trust you? This is why action is so powerful. You don't need to announce your transformation. You don't need to tell everyone about your new routine. You don't need to post every goal online. Just work quietly, consistently. Let people notice the difference later. The strongest people often say the least about what they're building because they understand talking creates temporary excitement. Action creates permanent change. Don't tell everyone you're becoming disciplined. Wake up early. Don't tell everyone you're becoming strong. Train. Don't tell everyone you're changing your life. Change it. Let your results introduce you. And this is the deepest reason of all. People often stop respecting you when they see that you don't respect yourself. You know you should leave, but you stay. You know you should speak, but you remain silent. You know you should start, but you keep waiting. You know someone is using you, but you keep returning. You know your habits are destroying your future, but you continue them. And every time you betray what you know is right, you lose a little trust in yourself. Self-respect is not a feeling, it's a record. Every time you keep a promise to yourself and you build it. Every time you do the difficult thing, you build it. Every time you walk away from what destroys you, you build it. But every time you abandon yourself to please someone else, you weaken it. And eventually people can sense it. They see how you treat yourself, and they often follow your example. If you constantly disrespect your own time, why would they value it? If you constantly break your own promises, why would they believe your words? If you constantly accept less than you deserve, why would they offer you more? This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about taking responsibility, because the good news is you can rebuild self-respect. You don't need permission. You don't need anyone's approval. You start with one decision, one promise, one boundary, one difficult action, and then another and another, until one day you realize something has changed. You no longer chase people. You no longer beg to be understood. You no longer tolerate everything. You no longer need constant approval. You become calm, not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. Final message. Maybe people stopped respecting you. Maybe they started ignoring you. Maybe someone walked away. Maybe someone underestimated you. And maybe you spent too much time trying to make them change their mind. But here's what you need to understand. You cannot force someone to respect you. You cannot force someone to value you. You cannot force someone to appreciate your presence. And you should never have to. Your job is not to convince people of your value. Your job is to become valuable to yourself, build your character, control your emotions, protect your time, keep your promises, choose your circle carefully, and stop giving unlimited access to people who give you limited respect. The moment you stop chasing respect, thus you begin to earn it. the moment you stop begging to be chosen, you become harder to replace. The moment you stop explaining your worth, you begin to understand it. And the moment you finally respect yourself, you no longer need the world to constantly prove that you deserve respect because you already know. So remember this, you don't lose respect in one moment. You lose it every time you abandon yourself, and you rebuild it the same way. One decision at a time, one boundary at a time, one promise kept at a time, one day at a time. So stop asking, why don't they respect me? Ask yourself, what am I repeatedly teaching people about how to treat me? Because your life is listening, your habits are listening, and the people around you are watching. Become the kind of person you would respect. And eventually, the world will have no choice but to notice. This is the shadow code. And the first person you need to stop betraying is yourself.